Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my peeps, wherever you are in the world. This is Old Man Yummy M signing on. And what the old saying goes, what's in the dark comes to light. Man, I cannot believe this shit here. And the shit I can't believe is on Dr. Umar Johnson. Man, man, I cannot believe this shit. First, I'm going to go ahead and start off saying I had so much faith in this man. I even donated to this man for his cause of starting the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School for young black boys. And I think he said he was going to do it for girls, but it was mainly for young black boys. When I first started, when I first noticed Dr. Umar Johnson was off Hidden Colors, and Dr. Umar Johnson made some great points. He made a lot of great points when it came to the history of blacks in America. Next thing I seen Dr. Umar Johnson was on Breakfast Club. And when I seen Dr. Umar Johnson on Breakfast Club, that solidified my interest into watching him on anything he was on. Radio stations, he did videos, he did interviews with Vlad TV, all that. Do you know what I'm saying? I followed Dr. Umar Johnson a lot because he was a great speaker. He made a lot of excellent points. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys that understand where he was coming from and what he was saying. You know, he said it to where it was not on like a higher educational level. It was on a level that where everybody was able to understand where he was coming from. You know what I'm saying? Everything he did, man, I was like, I'm like, this dude, he seems like he's very promising and all that, he seemed very promising. He seemed very dedicated to what he's trying to do. He's trying to accomplish something that's for our black youth, But then last year, I got kind of skeptical of Dr. Umar Johnson, but I still haven't lost faith in him. When it was with Seti, it was a guy named Seti or something like that. He had the Philly cap on, and he started, you know, saying nigga this and nigga that, and I just had him. I held him to a level of a professor because he stated that he doesn't have his psychology you know degree or whatever, but it didn't matter to me because sometimes is that you don't need credentials for people to understand where you coming from. You know what I'm saying? And it was like people that was doubting him with his education and stuff like that. And he was backing it up with his words. You know what I'm saying? And and I was just so I was just so interested in everything this dude did. You know what I'm saying? I talked to people about him, and they're like, man, fuck that nigga, and I'm like, man, y'all gonna watch. This dude he gonna change something. He's gonna change, you know, something. He's gonna change history. You know what I'm saying? But man, I'm gonna tell you another thing. Then when it came, to donations and stuff like that, he would ask for donations. But then when I saw a video of him talking about how he was putting black people down for not donating to his cause like he wanted people to do, you know. And I was, that kind of got me like, I don't think that's right, for you doing that, But still, I was thinking like, okay, maybe he's trying to get blacks to support uh, each other, like, you know, like, uh, like white folks do. White folks, they support each other, I thought he was trying to get people to really like support each other, and so that we will be able to, try to unify and try to support each other more, because we needed somebody to that knew what he was talking about, and that had a dream, and that wanted to have our black young men to be strong men in the future. So I look past that too. You know what I'm saying? So I still have faith in Dr. Umar Johnson. Still, uh, uh, looked out for his videos and stuff like that. Still followed him, you know. But then I was seeing like videos of him, that people talking about some, cocaine or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking to myself, maybe, back then, maybe, was young, he probably was, selling drugs or something like that, woke up and went to school, went to school or whatever. But I went to a woman's page, I'm sorry, woman's uh, video channel, and her name is Kia Green. She pulled, but before I get to Kia Green, it was a lot of people that was putting them down, saying, man, you all these donations people been giving you. Where's the school at? Where's the school at? Where's the school at? We gave you $25,000. Where the school at? We ain't seen nothing. We ain't seen no lease. We ain't seen nothing. So maybe the pressure was getting to them, and then we got to see the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School. That it wasn't, it was uh, renovated. It needed some work. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, okay, cool. This dude is about to build a school. Man, I knew he was gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? All these doubters and these haters, saying that he wasn't gonna do it. He just probably needed the right money and the right opportunity to do it. But people were still skeptical about Dr. Umar Johnson, because they was looking at the way his lifestyle was. He was taking a lot of trips. He said that he had a lot of lectures and stuff. He was going to South Africa, and and he said he had lectures in South Africa and stuff like that. I'm like, man, this dude is really getting around. You know, but then but then I was doing, when I saw the allegations, some I saw a dude do a video on Umar Johnson sniffing cocaine. I can't think of his name. He got him in a dashiki, with cocaine on his nose. I'm like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? And then I got to see more people talking about the jig is up. You know, he would he's a con artist and all of this stuff, and I'm like, man, what is going on? It's a lot of people talking about Umar Johnson, being a con artist and stuff, But I heard it before, but it wasn't loud like it is right now. You know what I'm saying? And then, and then I'm like, what is going on? And then I started to dig, and I was looking for his latest videos. Then I saw him, and he had like about six other people, in the school. I looked at the school. I looked at the because it was in a gymnasium. People talking about support Dr. Umar Johnson and all of that. And then I looked at the gymnasium floor. I'm like, oh man, yeah, he trying to do something. These haters, talking about he ain't doing nothing. I looked at the floor, you know, it looked like it was painted or whatever. But then I looked at the wall, then I was like, you know, it was graffiti. You know, I was like, is that art or is that graffiti? And it was graffiti. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking to myself, you know, all this time done passed since he had there done the video on showing that, you know, he had the keys and all of that stuff. You know, all the time has passed. You know, I'm thinking like some work could have, you know, been done to the school. It's been like what? Um about 6 months, 6, 7 months now since he had the keys, you know, and I was like, man, you know, it's like, why is no, you know, no paint on the walls? Why is still graffiti on the walls or whatever? So then I started to dig more deeper, and then started digging more deeper for videos, and then I seen a video somebody had done, uh, and about him putting up a post on June 11th. He was sitting outside. It was a red. He was sit. He was sitting against a red, black, and green rock. You know, he was talking about August such and such. We're gonna go ahead and open up the. You know, we're gonna have a opening of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, and then you know, and he started showing the academy, but it was still boards on the windows. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, after all this time, and then, you know, what's going on? Why is, you know, you said that you wanted this school so bad, you know, wanted this school so badly. You know, I'm rooting for you to succeed, but I know I know you got big money because I even donated to you. I even donated to uh, Umar Johnson, you know, and I know other people did. But his base is more a female base. The females have more faith in Umar Johnson than the males do. You know what I'm saying? Because they follow Dr. Umar Johnson a lot. You know, so and I know women donate to Dr. Umar Johnson because more women came out, and when I was looking at the videos, more women came out and started talking about against Dr. Umar Johnson. And then I'm like, you know, but like I said, it's getting more louder, you know, than ever before. So I'm sitting there like, why is boards still on the windows? You know what I'm saying? And then I look at another video, and then I see Dr. Umar Johnson look like he kind of lost weight. But, you know, I'm like, you know, then I thought about the video with the cocaine. I'm like, nah, he ain't doing no drugs. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just like I said, it's probably he was selling dope, you know, back in the days or whatever, and, you know, got caught by the police or whatever. So then he was talking about donations, talking about only made $100 in 4 hours. This is the same shit I seen in 2018 that he did, talking down about black folks not donating. It's like I only made $100 in 4 hours. That's all you motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, like his ego just got so big, you know, to where he felt as though that, you know, money should just be coming. You know what I'm saying? That money done came, you know, so you shouldn't be right now. You shouldn't be expecting no donations right now. That's what I'm thinking to myself, expecting no donations, because a lot of people done donated to your cause, and you should have a lot of money saved up to where you should be having a staff helping with the you know, with the school renovation, you know, trying to get the school back in order and everything, you know. But then I go to a channel, Kia Green's channel. I'm gonna leave a description. I'm gonna leave the link to her channel, and she has a video called Dr. Umar Johnson Exposed. You know, so she has to where there is his history, his criminal history. So I already knew, the cocaine part was gonna come up, but what I did not know, April 7th of 2018, this dude was charged with possession of cocaine in 2018. This ain't happening. I'm thinking like, that it happened in, the 90s or the early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? Or like the early 2000s or something like that, just, total opposite of what I thought. But 2018, you was Dr. Umar Johnson, motherfucker. You was the Pan African educated Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy cursing motherfuckers out because they ain't donating to your cause. You was that man already. So you telling me that this motherfucker was sniffing, snorting cocaine while he was Dr. Umar Johnson? That made my heart drop. That made my heart drop because to me, that Dr. Umar Johnson was somebody I felt that the youth would be able to look up to. I even took to where, that he was another Bill Cosby, a person before Bill Cosby was raping people. I idolized Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? I idolized, the family values that Bill Cosby put towards family. I idolize that. I use the Bill Cosby method towards my relationship with my ex and my stepkids. I use that, and I felt as though Dr. Umar Johnson was going to be that person like Bill Cosby. Before Bill Cosby started, before Bill Cosby was raping women and all of that stuff, before we knew all of that. But I thought that, the youth will be able to look up to Dr. Umar Johnson. This shit came out, man. This shit hurt my heart bad. To where is that we were actually donating to his habit to me. And one thing is that I do not like to talk about and go against we've been doing it for so long, going against our own people. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want it to have that mindset of thinking like that. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to, have that positive outlook on this man, that people did look down on him, that didn't trust him, and I wanted to have that mindset of not thinking like that. I didn't want that, I wanted to be the person that had faith in this man and had a positive outlook on this man, and just let him do what he needed to do, and he will get it done, and then he will prove the naysayers wrong. But it seems to me that I was wrong about Dr. Umar Johnson, and that hurts. It hurts because, like I said, I don't like to go against my own people. You know what I mean? I like to go ahead and stick with my people. You want to have that trust in them, but it seems like to me is that now, from seeing that he be in the possession of cocaine when you was Dr. Umar Johnson, people, looked up to you, watched your videos, listened to your speeches, and all of this stuff, and you get caught with possession of cocaine. Do you understand how that makes you look? Dr. Umar Johnson, and how it makes the people that looked up to you and trusted you, how that makes us look. You know what I'm saying? And because I was wondering why he was getting so skinny, I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to say he was, the drugs did it, maybe because he's vegan and he taking Japanese baths and shit. See, now that's where now it seems like all of this shit is really coming out now. All of it's coming out. He's taking Japanese baths and shit. He's using the money, you know, taking Japanese baths. He's not, you to me now showing that he's not using the money to towards the school. He's using it for his own personal lifestyle. He's using it for his own personal gain. And that really hurts my heart, to find out that this man has did got arrested in 2018, to where now is that everything that he tried to keep in the dark is now coming to light. I did not know this dude had kids. He talking about not having sex and all this stuff. Then he get caught with the stripper and stuff. So, we really didn't have no proof of that. But, so I'll overlook that because it wasn't no proof. But I didn't know this dude did not have no kids, man. He talking about being a reborn virgin and all this shit. He making it seem like he ain't had no kids. But you got children. He don't even talk about his kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, now, that's showing me now is that this is opening up a lot of other shit that he's been trying to keep in the dark, man. And I am very disappointed in Dr. Umar Johnson, man. Very disappointed in Dr. Umar Johnson. He has it now is that it seems that his ego is way out of control now. It's insane, man. Just that one thing, April 7th of 2018 makes everything else seem true. And I'm not going to say that it is not true anymore. That's it. Dr. Umar Johnson, the gig is up now. Man, I'm hurt. You can't backpedal out of this shit now. You can't backpedal out of this shit now. Hopefully you try to prove people wrong, but man, my trust in Dr. Umar Johnson went from 100. I could say it went down to 20%. Still got a little bit of it. A little bit, because I don't, like I said, I like to make sure that when it comes to my people, I don't want to sit there and talk bad about this man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never talked bad about this man until today. Until I found out on April 7th, 2018, this man was caught with possession of cocaine. Man. See, and then I think that he may even cashed in to use our desperation for a black leader, used it to his advantage. See, all of this stuff, I'm thinking all of this shit now. He used this to his advantage. Man, oh man. And all the people that the naysayers, they seem like they proved they made their point. And the way the school don't look like it's gonna open during that time. It seemed like he's gonna look for more donations, having a little block party, look for more donations. See, now I'm starting to be negative towards this dude, and it hurts. It hurts, man. But like I said, I got a little faith in him, a little faith, but it went from 100 to 20%. I tell you that much. Anything that he put out, I'm a doubt, I'm a doubter now. I'm a doubter. So, man, it hurts, man. And this dude, they always say the smartest ones always prey on the people that put their trust in you. You know, you say it's this way, but your whole agenda is way over here. So you say you're going to open up the academy, but what it seemed like to what you probably want to do is ride off in the sunset with people's dough. See, all of this, just that one thing, man. You can you lie, you do one wrong, you do one thing and try to keep it away from people, and you try to lie and all that stuff. The rest of the stuff that you've done in your past, it makes people not trust you later on down the line. Man, that hurts, man. It really does. So that's all I want to talk about is Dr. Umar Johnson. I lost faith in this dude, man, and I had so much high hopes for this dude, straight up. Well, that's what I wanted to say. Subscribe, like this shit, comment if you want to. What do you gotta lose? So this is Old Man Yummy M signing off. You guys take it easy out there. Y'all be safe. Holla at your boy. Peace.